okay, boys, let's head on over to the first tee. Okay. And then we all click ready, and then off we go. Okay, so we're going to play maybe one hole here, guys, and I'm just going to go over the way that we're going to do the audio. Okay, and the way we're going to speak and that sort of thing, because there's one or two things that we need to know. And then from there, I'm going to share the stream to everybody else so that they can ping us across comments of things that worked and that didn't.
Okay.
Cool. Okay, so without further... Are we broadcasting, Matthew? Okay, great. All right, so Radical, let's...
Ready.
Let's depart. Ready.
Ready to rumble.
Oh, yeah.
Rower hitting at 300. What's going on here?
You'll see now. On the fly. Maybe taking
You're
pictures.
hitting at 300 on the fly?
On the fly, bro. I downloaded some cheats last night, bro. My oak is unreal.
Yeah, bro, you are a scaly oak, bro.
Okay, so like while we're over here, I might ask you guys like a question about like, you know, do you get nervous before you start, or like what's your pre-shot routine? And then if I ask a question, I will either keep it open-ended and then one of you guys can just answer, or I'll ask someone specifically. If you, let's say, you know, maybe Jared's answered the last three, then I'll direct one back at Martin so we can kind of keep it balanced. So I will kind of keep check on all of those things.
Cool.
Then what's important is, okay, so probably for the first hole, I might say like, okay, we're playing the first hole here at Glendower. You guys will recognize this course. We've played it once before. This was submitted by a fan. As you can see, it's beautifully laid out. And this is going to be the same 9 holes that we played with Andre Null and Heinrich Brainers, except today we're very excited to have the wonderful Martin Rower and Jared Harvey. Right, guys, first hole at Glendower, what would your approach be going in here?
Play safe and miss it.
Wine off the tee.
Play safe and miss it. That's my advice.
Cool. All right. So now, Martin, you're going up first, so you need to, so you can add in a chirp there, and then Martin, you're going to say something. You need to explain what your shot's going to be. So you're going, all right, I'm planning on hitting this straight. Driver 247 with carry.
So obviously I'm going to check where the landing area is over here. And then pick a target in the background, probably that tree.
Thank you for being so specific.
And we'll see how it goes.
Oh, lovely.
Oh, down the middle. Or off the left. That's the same spot I hit it in yesterday.
That is so dead, close to a back left pin.
Okay, and then usually when it's my turn, I will either say something about the golf if we haven't enough. So I'll be like, oh, you know, this one, stroke 7, par 4, great opening hole. Martin, when you played the SA Open, what was this like for you? And so generally on my turn, I will put a question so that you guys can answer it. Okay? Then I'll obviously just outdrive both of you.
Down the middle.
Yeah. Just making it look easy.
That's
Okay, so Jared, now you...
tomorrow.
Oh, no. So now, Jared, you need to speak about your shot here. So you can say something like, oh, the wind's coming in from the right. You know.
Harvey.
Just got a nice... Yes, Martha?
You sure you didn't get that hat from Neil O'Brien, bro?
No. Okay, well, we got 8 miles an hour off the right, so what I'm going to plan to do is not hook it like Rower, so I'm just going to aim right. Ooh, I think I'm going to aim there, yeah. So, let's just
hit one in the bunker.
Swing back, through.
Oh, that's a great shot.
Oh! Bird with a bird! How far did that go? 301, Rower!
Okay, you see this gap that's right in front of me through these trees?
That's 90% air that you're about to catch.
90% air. I'm going to try to take it right through here. Taking this 92% rough into consideration.
Yeah, okay, so that's the kind of stuff I'm going to talk about.
Because you out with the 5 hybrid to a back
I'm going with
left
the 5
pin.
hybrid through this gap.
You are tickets, boy.
I know.
Oh, I didn't hear.
Oh, dude, you need to go and call Matt Bright. He is the best at this game. Coach in.
This is going to be a laugh fest for 9 holes. I'm sorry, bro.
Holy
Yeah, I'm gonna improve drastically by the time we actually play. Don't stress.
Roa, I'm going to be honest. You don't need luck, bro. You need a miracle.
Oh my word.
Courtney played this hole exactly the same both times. Straight.
Strategy, you know.
All right. Come on, Harvard. Do something with your life here. Okay. Got a bit of downwind off the right here. Oh, no, we don't. Okay.
That's
Come
too
on,
much.
Biscuit. You reckon?
With the win and your draw.
Yeah, but 9-9 puts me trapped. Puts me trapped, guys.
No, it's just fine, bro. Trust me. With the win and your draw is perfect stick. Oh no, I told you, bro.
No,
That's gonna bounce left.
down with a hook. Sit! Okay, well, I'm better off than you, brother.
The sound is 10 times better. Do you think it was because the mics were too loud?
Maybe.
Yeah.
Nah, I've got a gap here in the trees, I think.
Okay, so guys, the audio settings that you've got at the moment are perfect. The gameplay, though,
Okay, cool.
could use some work.
I want like the actual our
Yeah,
ability.
yeah, just like your pure skill level. Because, yeah, this is like watching Grandpa play. No, I'm just kidding, boys. Don't worry, it's wild entertainment.
I'm just
Great
punching
shot,
out.
Chris.
Oh, straight
Great shot, Chris.
Okay, cool. And then the other thing is, obviously, we want you guys to speak, and we don't have to do too much of it now so that you can kind of keep it organic for the next round. But obviously, over here, you know, like you're in the bunker. So you could be like, okay, look, the lie here isn't too bad. I'm going to flop this out. And then if you've got a time, like, let's say I'm making this up, like you've played, where are the bunkers so bad? Is it in Zambia or Swaziland?
Zambia and Swaziland.
Okay, good. All right, lacquer. So then maybe you can chat about, oh, you know, jeepers, the bunkers at this particular place at Peakenwood are so bad, and that's why you're going to be in it. Oof, you just not in it. So if you've got something that can lead you in, because if you listen to Heine and Andre, you know, we spoke a little bit about the golf, and then a little bit about them in golf. But if you've got like a personal experience or something where you can kind of link what you are doing into a story, then definitely tell it.
Okay.
Okay.
You can speak about like the times that you've won. So like you'd be like, oh, I had a shot like this in a Zimbabwe, or in the place in Zambia where you won, Martin. Which one did you win?
Swaziland.
Oh, fuck it, Courtney. Just be current affairs.
No.
Oh my
I've never seen
God.
you playing your life.
Well done.
Roa, you're getting done, boy, tomorrow.
No, I don't know, bro.
Courts, just gonna
Yeah, no.
caress one down there. Just lovely.
Just
Pops
want
it
to
up,
pitch it
runs
over the
it down.
slope there.
Just, oh
Bit of fun.
yes,
Oh, no, there's a bit
Courts.
of a tester there,
Roa,
but-
not on the green for 5 yet. You beauty.
You don't think I should pull putter here, Hob?
Yeah, I reckon, bro. That's the way you going, cuz.
No, I think I'm tripping.
Sit down.
Oh,
Oh,
that's fine.
beautiful.
Yeah, not bad.
What
Not
is
bad,
that?
Martin. Yeah.
And then just a few other things. There's a strong possibility that this is going to be on the news.
Oh my word.
As in, like,
Oh,
we've
my
spoken to
word.
Supersport and ENCA, and they are quite interested.
Oh, daddy.
No.
Okay.
On
So keep
the
it PG.
No. Like, okay, obviously we can't drop F-bombs and,
Yeah,
you know,
no, I
that
won't
sort of
drop.
shit. But the thing is, like, the reason that people are enjoying this is because we can speak about Callum Mowat being a better fisherman than Andre Null. Okay. You know, like, people want the kind of inside scoop. And obviously they want to see that you people are normal guys, that you are the same as when we go play golf on a Sunday and we are putting bets down and we're ribbing each other. So like that, okay, then when we get to this, when we get to the leaderboard, okay, you guys must skip ahead on it, but I am not going to skip ahead. Okay.
Okay.
All right, so there I pushed X because I got a little bit hot. And then I'm going to take us over and be like, okay, so as you can see, both of them bombed out on the first hole. The only person who, okay, well, actually, Harvey, you made par there. All right, and then I'm going to say, all right, so Jared, how would you approach this hole?
Okay, so how to approach this hole is trying to go back to experience of playing, you know, like the SA Open and things here. You definitely need to hit a good drive and it needs to be straight. Because that's obviously your only opportunity to hit the green, and if I can remember, the rough's pretty thick on either side of this specific hole. So it's pretty much based on the tee shot. Courts, we need to hit the fairway. So it's a little bit off the left, so I'm going to aim it down the left here, try and get it to drift back. Fade isn't really my forte, Courts, but
but this one's for the fans.
We'll see what we. Yeah, but this one, you know, this one's for the Kloof members parking out there. All right.
Oh,
oh no! Rower, you double cross. You spoke it. Oh no. How bad are we at this?
Dropping in the island.
How bad are we at this? How bad are we, Rower?
Yeah, I need big practice. I don't even know if I'm going to sleep tonight.
Okay.
Why, you reckon you're pulling all-nighter?
All-nighter, yeah.
Or just with a stripe?
Beautiful.
Yeah, beautiful. Okay, I can see the wind's changed a bit. It's a bit more off the left than when Harvey hit his snap hook in the water.
Okay.
I'm going to aim it up the left here and just play a gentle fade.
Alright, well don't double cross and join me.
Oh,
and you have.
Oh, well, Martin's hitting at a total of 100 meters.
You haven't reached the fairway, cuz!
It's fine, bro. You're dropping. I'm there for two. I'm there for one, and you over there in the suit for three.
You can't reach the fairway. This is.
Okay, wait. I need a change. I need more than a 6-iron here. So obviously, depending on the lie, you would have to decide what club you're gonna hit. But
and how much you're gonna hook it off that lie, which you're about to do.
It says 94%.
Yeah, it's a hook lie.
I think there's all the reason in the world to
That's coming hook.
This is coming.
That's coming hook. Ball above the feet, left. Cheers.
That's hundreds.
Just got it past Courts' drive, bro, for 2. Slide. Nice, bro. What about 4 on in for your trees?
Well, bro, you're hitting 3 from the trees, so I'm sorry.
Oh no, we're gonna have to go punch here.
Where are you gonna punch at?
Yeah, tell us exactly where you're planning on punching that, Jared.
Yeah, please give us the play-by-play, Harvey, on where you're gonna hit this.
Okay, well, I definitely don't want to hit the 8-iron because that's got way too much loft. So let's come with maybe the 5-iron and drop it down a little bit. No, man.
Jared, what's the worst kind of situation you've ever found yourself in on the golf course? Like the trickiest bit of rough or worst lie?
Ooh, I'm trying to think. Oh, get lucky. Oh,
no, that's
baby.
a great shot.
The worst situation. Courtney, definitely going to be stemmed around chipping base, let's be honest. So I'm just trying to narrow down
about 2 yards off the green. Into the ground.
I think it's actually Swaziland. I think a few years back I played with Orkie Stratham and my dad came for like the first time ever to watch me play like a tournament. So he came and stayed in Swaziland. I think I had like a good first round. I think I was like tied the lead at 60, like a low 60 score. And I was so nervous, you know that first hole at Swazi, Rower?
Yeah, drivable par 4.
I always stand on that tee and I'm like, yeah, bro, like driving is like the best part of my game. But I know if I don't pin this thing and I miss it behind those left bunkers, I'm like, oh, daddy. So, missed it left and it was one of those early tee tops where the sun doesn't, you know, it hasn't like come out yet at Swazi, bro. Hit this thing a bit left of those bunkers. I'm standing over the chip there, my dad, I'm playing with Orky straight, and the next thing I hit this chip, bro, and it literally felt like a double hit. And then I had to do the dreaded look to the playing partner, and Orky just looks straight at. He looks at me, but he's battling to make eye contact. And
It's still your turn.
Oh, sorry, bro, but I think that was a double hit, bro. Cool. Cheers. So I reckon that's up there with him, Courts. Okay. Sorry, I was telling my story, bro. Ooh.
That's beautiful. 240 in hybrid.
No, we're going for it.
Oh my goodness. Oh, putter.
Yeah, here we go. Back to. Oh no, my skills are horrendous. Oh yes, this is the one. Okay, we're going driver. No, what's 3-wood looking like? Oh no, man. There. Okay. Where's the wind off the left?
Yeah.
Bravo, we having a go here, bro.
Just hold one up there with the 3-wood, Harvard.
Oh no.
That's perfect.
Oh, I've hooked. Oh, that's perfect.
Oh, how lucky was that? Oh, here we go.
Check you, Raya.
Perfect number.
Okay, Martin, what are we going to go in with here?
Water.
I've got 7-iron. Unfortunately, my guy only hits a 7-iron, 165 yards. So I'm gonna hit it. I'm gonna actually take the pin on here, to be honest, Quartz, because the wind's off the left. So even if I do pull it slightly, the wind should bring it back.
And Martin,
No, what happens if you pull it a lot?
Well, I'm not going to pull it a lot because you're over on the left trees there.
Oh,
there
that
we
sounded
go.
a bit heavy. That sounded
it'll
a
work.
bit
Up and
heavy.
run. Got it.
You needed 5-iron from 162, bro.
I'm on the green, Harvard.
I don't know, you spoke too
It might
soon.
take 5 minutes to get on the green.
Just
How's that thing coming back there?
Martin,
we
you
need
are
big
probably not one of the tallest guys on tour. You know, being, I would say, okay, let me think of the best way to phrase this. I need to run through some questions here. I was going to say, being probably the not the most physical guy on tour. Do you think that ever affects you?
Are you talking to
Considering-
me or Jared? Ask
Yeah,
Harvey if he can
I
run
mean,
from his fridge to his bathroom without losing breath.
No, Roa. You're just not one of the most physically gifted guys out there. It's just one of those things.
And I'm only asking because you had a go at your guy not hitting it further enough, you know. So I wanted
Yeah,
to see,
I
you know,
know.
does having a bit of, you know, extra yardage help, or is it, you know, all how it comes down to when
it
you're closer to the
definitely does.
hole?
But I mean, you even see those other guys like Justin Thomas and Ricky Fowler. They still get it out there a decent length, and they're pretty small guys as well.
Yeah, definitely.
Even though I don't think I'm that small, there are a few other guys smaller than me.
Martin. Okay, so who do you think,
Oh,
apart from
you
JB
would be
Kruger,
right.
is smaller than you on tour?
Who's that? Sorry, say that again.
So apart from JB Kruger, who do you think would be shorter than you on tour?
Oh, okay, there's a few. Callum Mowat,
Okay, yes.
Peter Karmas. I mean, I could go through a whole lot.
How many guys have less
I think
muscle
I'm
mass than
taller
you,
than
Roa?
Harvey, how tall? I think I'm taller than you.
How many? I'm 6 foot. How many guys
you're
are
not.
had? I am.
I think I'm taller than you, honestly. And I'm 5.
Yeah, we
5'10".
close. No, I'm about 5'11", 6.
Okay.
But you know what you are, Jared, is you are here for... Oh, no, this is Martin, sorry. Martin, you here for? 4. Here for 3. Here
For 3,
Here for 3.
putting 4.
Putting 4.
Putting 4. He's about to putt this in the water. It looks like you
Thomas
struck
also
a chord
says
there, Court.
that Christian Basson is also shorter. So
Oh, God.
sorry, Martin.
Oh, no.
But you know what is short? That putt.
Yeah.
Oh my
And it's
goodness.
off the green as well. That would probably be a rambler if we're playing on a Saturday at Manechkin.
Don't bring Manechkim into this. Kloof, you would be getting in big trouble. Oh yes, a little
my.
stub there. Oh yes.
Shucks, Martin, I think I've really hit a chord here.
Yeah, I
Yeah,
know,
you
just
have.
got
He's got a
short
lot
now,
quieter
okay,
when you
so-
said he's got no. Let me tell you, Court. You struck a nerve.
Oh, goodness.
Oh, yes. Talk
And
to
oh,
me.
get there,
Talk to me.
Jared.
Oh!
A stroke.
Harvey, it's great how your short game is the best part of your game on this PlayStation.
I knew it. Well, it could only get better, Roa.
Yeah.
Try not miss the green here this time.
Bring this in. Should go a little right.
Oh, shucks. We'll give you that one. I think that's probably
Oh,
just on a
Marty.
gimme range for you,
Marty.
Martin.
Marty, nice half, bro. Yes, Courts. Chard us.
Don't worry, boys. Little birdie for the fans. Nice
Oh,
tap
tap
in
it.
there for Jared.
Nice half, Martin, and I lost the ball.
No, it's fine, bro. We've still plenty of holes to play.
Okay, guys, so we're
Oh,
currently
it's been a while.
through two. You skipped through
Oh,
the
nice,
screen.
Marty. 4 over after 2.
Okay, so here,
Nice,
guys,
boy.
sorry, I accidentally skipped through the screen a little bit too early. So there I would have taken us through the scoreboard. Thomas wants to know
Okay.
who
Well, then
else
be
is
like, what are
watching.
you thinking about when you turn 4 over after 2 holes?
Yeah, exactly. Have you guys ever been
What
in a
goes through
position
your
like
mind?
that?
Martin, not being the most physical, gifted athlete on the tour, do you think you can carry the water here with driver on the third half?
I think oh no, well, these Quartz is going first, and she's
No.
going to probably take 3 wood.
For me.
Oh my word.
But
You
not
just
today,
own
my
it.
darlings. Guys, when it's
Oh
breezy,
my
you gotta
goodness.
hit easy.
Coach, do you make like any changes, or do you just like it's only left or right?
No, my friend, it's called pure skill
Jeepers.
and
Jeepers,
sheer
I'm after the
talent.
furniture. No, you got it all, Coach. Come on,
That
straight
should be
forward.
perfect from Harvey.
Oh, jeez.
Oh, it's got a hook on it.
No, that's
No,
fine.
no, it's
No, you're okay there. That's good. Softly now.
Oh no.
Okay, no, I'll take that.
Out with the
I'll take
wedge.
that. Let's have a peek at you, Rover.
This hole doesn't really
That's
suit my
low.
fade. That's the only problem.
And my
What are you
boys,
talking about? It's just going to double toss it.
I know. I've got a milkless just to carry water.
And so,
Here comes
Martin,
left and it's not carried.
I can see that, and just for anyone else watching, if you know what Martin Rowe looks like, I can tell you for free that the particular person here that he's made looks nothing like him. Is this like an aspirational look, or is this like, you know, kind of Martin in lockdown
I
with the beard?
just decided to put a bit more Alpacin in my hair this morning, and it just started growing. So
What he's always done is, of course, is he's always idolized Chris Cannon on the tour. You know, I've always found they've been very close at many tournaments. So,
God,
oh!
Oh my
I
God.
honestly don't know what's going on here. Why is my oak hitting it so short? Honestly, jeepers.
It's because he's
Wow,
not the most
you some
physical guy
bush,
on
bro.
tour. I think I may have lost a friend today. Do you know that?
Go!
I think you have, Court.
Yeah, of course. I don't know. I don't think we're going to see eye to eye.
Great shot, Marty. 6 over after 3. Thanks.
He's a pretty big
Martin,
shot here, hey?
I said to Martin yesterday, Heinrich shot like 7 over for 9 holes, and I was like, bro, I'd take that. And he says to me, no, I'd never take that. Well, Martin.
Yeah,
would
and you know, we do let the fans decide the punishment for the loser, and we do have a running thing about some raw eggs. And,
Oh, my word.
Oh,
Opening
no.
What did Heinrich have to do last time?
so there was obviously a lot of banter on the stream there, so we had to ask the fans that if you lost by more than 5, what should you do? So Heine's got 5 eggs, 5 shots of salt, and then oh no, Martin. Martin, that's going to come back, bud. Martin, just stay where you are, my friend. Did you learn anything from that cut?
Is that still on me?
I think it's still
No,
on
no,
you.
okay.
So,
Diabolical.
Martin, if you look at the green, you're going to see that there's a slope there, which generally
Yeah, okay.
means you want to hit that a little harder to get it up.
Oh, there we go. But not that
There
hard.
we go. No, where is that's right on the money. That's a beautiful weight.
Oh, that's dead
Gee,
weight.
good putt. Putt.
Yeah, I know. Pity it's for 6.
Have you guys ever had a
It must have been-
horrifically, Henny Otto clip where he was putting for 6 putt? You guys ever had anything like that?
Maybe
Yeah,
not
for-
6, but I've got super busy.
Yeah, I don't think there's anything
Have you
worse
ever
than
played
3
Wild
putting
Post
to
on
miss the cut by
18th
1.
green?
3 putting to miss the cut by 1. Have you ever done that before?
I have, and it's probably the worst feeling in the world.
Where were you playing?
Or on the
It was at Euphoria 2 years ago, not this year. 2 years ago.
Okay, and we were playing at an Origins event.
No, that was still that Limpopo Champs, wasn't it? 2 years ago.
Oh yeah, you're right. Okay, shucks. So you just missed the cut there. That's tough.
Yeah, got an
I
early
think-
trip back to Joburg. I think Harvey joined me as well.
My worst one was 3 putting the final green at Daniel at Leopard Creek. Then I teed off that second round. I was like the first group to go out in day 2. 3 putted the last course at Leopard Creek. The final group, when it was going like dark and we were staying on the course, the guy needs to birdie the last. He would have would have knocked us all out. If he parred, he would have brought us all in.
Oh, what
And the
a
boy
loser.
made birdie and I sat the whole day. I was so livid. I drove home. I think it was the next day. And all I could think about was missing that cut by 1. And the next thing I went through a speed trap. And I found my friend on the side of the road by Harry Smith. And he said, "Oh no, big boy, you've been speeding." So it was a very, it was just enhanced the whole experience, course,
Oh, boys, that sounds terrible, and not as terrible
That
as
was
you
horror
both played
story.
on that. Both of you played on that last hole. So both of you
Oh, thank
over
you.
par dramatically.
Yeah,
Martin
thanks.
is, really doing
Just having
himself
a
some
mare.
good justice here. 7 over through 3.
Yeah, never mind missing
Jared
a cut
3
by 1.
over. Courtney doing the most out here. All even. So obviously, watching guys come in. Oh, jeez, Jared. Watching guys come in. Do you ever have that feeling where you
shake that,
you
he's
really
solid.
want someone to kind of drop the shot so the cut can go out? Or do you guys just prefer not to look?
No, I
I
don't
think
think you ever push people to play badly. But I remember
Yeah.
at San Lemire this year, I think it was Carl
San
Barker.
Lemire.
San
What
Lemire,
golf
yeah.
courses are you
Selborne.
playing? You're an African tour.
No, Selborne, sorry, Selborne, my bad.
Yeah, Carl
But he-
Barker.
Because you're from Durban.
If he made bogey on the last, then it led in I think there was 5 of us to make the cut. So,
Sure.
and he made bogey, so I was pretty stoked. But at least he made the cut as well. I don't ever wish it for the other to miss the cut, but at least
Yeah,
we all got it.
definitely. No, I've had
Oh,
a few
Martin,
kind of
that's very
afternoons
sweet.
where I've been around the green, sitting with the guys who are right on the cut line, and I don't think that there's anything kind of more tense than watching the last guy come in. Oh, Martin, that was a great shot.
Great shot,
so
Marty. You
proud
got
of you,
100 for your third.
This looks like a good yardage in for you here. And
Oh,
out
no.
of your events, guys, or Jared, you can kick us off there, kind of favorite event on the
Cool.
calendar, or one that's quite special?
Swaziland comes to mind, courts. I just like kind of the feel. I like the golf course. I think you're always going to lean to certain places where you perform well, It kind of gives you that good feeling before you even start, So you leave with good. I don't know, just like the whole playing with the amateurs still and in tournament there. Swaziland, it kind of runs quite quickly because the course isn't long, So, yeah, that's definitely one of my main ones. And then maybe Data as well. I think that it's just the functions
Yeah.
and the whole experience, I think, is unreal, of course.
Yeah, definitely.
Yeah, so those are my 2. I don't know about Martin.
I'd say Darts is probably the best event. Obviously outside of the co-sanctions, but I know it was co-sanctioned the Challenge Tour this year, but Darts is probably the best event.
Yeah, no, we do have some pretty great sponsors on tour. Speaking of sponsorships, I know, Martin, you're sponsored by Titleist. You know, what kind of difference? Oh, my heavens, Jared. Wow. Oh, dude. Well done, you hit that 50 meters in the opposite direction.
No, lovely. Going great.
No, you're not going to pick up any sponsors from this. But Martin, Titleist have been like a pretty important sponsor for the tour. I know that they're a sponsor for you. You know, how does it impact your game knowing that you've got someone like that on your side?
Yeah, it just I suppose it just helps that you know you got the right equipment, and I mean they do a good job making sure we get fitted and we playing the right ball and using the right glove and everything like that. So.
And your favorite Titleist club in your bag?
Oh, I'd probably say my Scotty Cameron. I've had it for like 7 years, so it will take a lot for me to put some other putter in the bag. I know Harvey's seen me try 1 or 2, but I think they've only lasted like a round.
Yeah, the only thing that changes is that super stroke grip.
And Jared, Ping is your title sponsor, I think?
Yeah, Ping is mainly mine, but yeah, of course. I'm not a massive changer on like things. I've used the same Ping G driver for I think most of my professional career.
Oh, that's
I think
crazy.
It's still got the original. Yeah, I think it's still got the original like Diamond shaft, and I think they've brought out about 6 different models already throughout the years.
I didn't see
So
that.
yeah, I like my Ping stuff, and I think
have you still got the Tiger Wheel and Tower tire weights on that thing, bro?
No, the Kramski, that's
The Kramski with the Tiger Wheel and Tire weights on there.
Yeah. That fell off in the pram on the 3rd hole, so it was quite a tricky pram for the day. Oh, of course.
How's that?
Wasn't it at like the Cape Town Open 2 years ago when you were playing practice round and the putter head came off during the practice round?
What?
No, it wasn't the practice round. It came in the ground.
Those bunkers
Martin, we just need to move your mic just a little bit further away from your mouth. I can hear it popping from time to time. But otherwise, the audio is really good, guys. But you know what's not really good is... Okay, there we go, Martin. Probably shot of the day for you out of the bunker there.
And it didn't even hit the green.
No, smarty. No,
All
smarty.
right. So, Jared, here for 5.
Yeah, lovely.
With the wedge.
Yeah.
Go, you good thing.
Now, you've left yourself a little bit of a putt there.
You should have watched that video from David Ledbetter before we played here, Harvard.
Yeah, no, Dave needed to give me a few more tips.
Oh, look at that. Oh, Martin, I'm so pleased that you've improved dramatically throughout the stream.
You have definitely got better.
Yeah, at least I'm going for bogey, not triple.
So you guys are both from Durban.
Overall,
did you guys play a lot of amateur golf against each other or together?
I think I was a little bit before Martin's.
Yeah.
Okay.
And
other guys on tour that you may have played amateur golf with?
The one that springs to mind for me personally is Michael Hollick. I think I've known him since I was about 3 or 4 years old already. 5. I think we're already beating each other with clubs at about
Martin.
7.
Yeah.
Yeah, so I've pretty much done the whole ranks with kind of like Michael throughout growing up in Durban, same friends, known each other. Yeah.
Okay, cool.
So,
Harvey was my interprovincial manager at one stage.
You must be joking.
Yeah, that was
I don't know how he ever got that job, but he managed the interprovincial team.
How did I do though, bro? Let's be honest.
Yeah, give us an expose, Martin.
Give me a
he
score,
was
bro.
okay, but my only memory I have from that interprom, because it was at Royal Durban, and he was driving a golf cart around, and I don't know if you know Royal, but it's the bumpiest golf course in the world.
Yeah.
So that golf cart was just jumping the whole time, and he couldn't even sit on the seat. He had to drive with his ass in the air around from player to player because that thing was just bouncing up and down.
Oh, that's brilliant.
Jeez.
Okay,
No,
guys,
cute,
hole
Martin,
number
what a
5 over
story.
here. What would you guys do on this kind of hole?
Well, the scores are looking unreal. +6, +1, and +10. Going great. Courts
I think it's time to
straight
start
down
getting
the middle.
aggressive.
Maybe I should tell you guys how to play the hole.
I think that's a good idea, Courts, because I remember distinctly playing this hole that it's got an overhanging tree right by the tee. And I remember in the SA Open in the final round a few years back, I clipped the tree because I refused to hit a fade.
Oh, Jared.
No, but Brew, the tree's on the left.
No, it used to overhang on the right, cuz.
There was no tree on the right there. You can phone Sandy Bernard right now. There was no tree. The tree's on the left, like that one right there.
Yes, bro, but there used to be a little overhanging one on the right, bro. Oh no, that's deep rough.
We spoke to Mike Bernard and we got him to cut it for the stream, so we knew.
Thanks. I'm just in the left rough here. Let's check Lumberjack Cannon on the tee here.
Yeah.
Come on, Marty, left.
Oh no.
Martin.
That's gone under the tree at least.
No, you're okay there. There's a bit of space.
Oh, nice, Marty. You got about 300 in for your second on the par 4. Lovely, guys.
Okay, let's see. I don't even know if I can reach.
No, you're in heavy rough and you got to take gap wedge, it said. You're wasting your time there. With big stuff.
I can get more. I can get 8 on out of here.
So here's a question. When you guys play with amateurs, what is one common mistake that they often make? I know that when I speak to the guys, a lot of the things that they come back with is, not always going for the hole, looking for your yardage, like what do you hit well, try and kind of position yourself in there. I'm assuming that's what you've done there, Martin. Considering you can only get it about 100 meters at a time. But when you guys play with people in the pro-ams, like what's a common mistake that amateurs make that could possibly be an easy fix for them?
I don't know. Do you want to go? For me, it's I feel like the amateurs always just put so much pressure on themselves when they play these pro-ams. Whereas if they honestly just relaxed and didn't really care about the result, they'd play so much better.
Yeah, I think that's fair. I think a lot of the guys.
Yeah, Martin, it's not daunting at all playing with a guy like you that's a winner on the tour and all of that, It's just not really daunting for them. Yeah? Ooh,
so what would be... I know, I hooked it there, boys. So tell me then, obviously you guys have to kind of keep your nerves in check all the time. What are the kind of things that you would do to, kind of keep your nerves in check?
Harvey would probably have about 5 Stuyvesant Blues before.
That's a must. Guilty. I don't know. I think a lot of it comes down to like a nice, decent preparation and warm up and things going to plan. Courts. I know it's basic, but it is. I find for myself personally, if something is a bit more rushed or if something throws you off a little bit in the morning, I think you need to spend sometimes a bit of extra attention to like your early morning tee times.
Definitely. And Martin, are you the kind of guy that kind of preps his stuff the night before, or do you just, outfit whatever on top?
No, I would make a plan the night before. I even enjoy it sometimes on the tour. They send us the pin locations, or they email us the pin locations in the evening before the round. So then it's actually nice. You can set out the pins on your stroke saver and come up with a game plan for the golf course.
And you, Jared, I see you've put a lot of effort into your outfit today. Put the driver back, bud. So do you kind of, prepare the day before, or is it a kind of on the morning thing?
I'm not the most technical kind of guy, Court, so I'm not going to do my golf balls in 45 different patterns the night before and all of that, I've kind of got like my basic things that I like. I make sure like in the morning I put my sunscreen on and do it or whatever. But I'm not like military, based on all of the things that need to be in check. As long as I got kind of my basics, then I'm good to go.
All right, Jared, what are we going to hit in here?
We are going to hit a lob wedge, but I am wanting to hit it. Oh no, not the punch. Okay, but I saw this. I want to make it go a little. Can we make this go a little higher? Let's get technical here.
Yeah, that's what the people want to see.
The front foot.
No, not that one. Okay, let's just try and hit this a bit
So
softer.
if you push Alt2 and the left analog, okay, don't worry, you've dinged the loft there. Just needed a bit more legs. Oh,
Plug in the
that
lift.
is a lie.
Give me 1 second.
I wanna hear how you're gonna play that one, Harvey.
Yeah, it's one of Jared's many followers calling him in the background there, Martin. What does it feel like to play with someone so famous like Jared Harvey?
Yeah, it's not easy, to be honest. He comes with a lot of pressure that I'm not really used to.
Get up, get up.
Oh, get it out. But I don't know. I enjoy. We play a lot of practice rounds together, so I actually, it's good fun playing with him. To be fair, takes a bit of the seriousness out of golf and being on tour sometimes.
Yeah, and I think that kind of switching off is kind of super important. If you had to say kind of like, you know, activities that you use to kind of wind down when you're not playing golf, what would be top of Martin Rowe's list?
I'd say probably Netflix, or I've got DSTV now on my phone, so as long as there's good Wi-Fi wherever we're staying. I know Swaziland the Wi-Fi can be a bit touch and go, but just maybe watch some Netflix in the evenings. I know we normally all go out for dinner wherever it may be, but yeah, just probably Netflix. And I don't really, to be honest, sometimes when you travel to these events, you're so busy between the golf course and if there's a gym, you go to the gym nearby.
Oh, Jared. Should have patted that.
Right, that was Jared.
Quick bathroom break.
Was that your wife chipping for you there?
Yeah.
Yeah, you know, I'm not known for my great touch, you know, course. So. Woo! Aim this a bit right.
Okay, so boys, I think we'll play one more hole after this. I'm really happy with the audio. The stream quality looks good. And then I'll chat to, obviously, everyone who is watching for kind of a little bit of feedback on kind of the pacing and the questions and that sort of thing. The only thing I'm going to ask is if one of you guys can just change the color of your shirt from blue.
Okay.
Because
I'm
otherwise...
going to try to find a cap as well, I think.
Yeah, and maybe a razor, Martin.
Yeah.
Right call.
You don't like that beard, eh, Course?
I don't like it, guys. I don't. Martin, you've got such a lovely little clean-cut face. You know,
So you don't like when Chris
Course
comes to
is
get his
winning
pro
favour
card
back.
with a huge beard, you don't like it?
No, Chris Cannon scares me because by the time he comes round to one of the activation holes and there isn't enough sweets on that particular hole, I'll get a phone call from him. Or if the buffet hasn't been fully reloaded before he's about to enter. And once he lost his meal voucher and I told him that he couldn't get another meal because I had just told somebody else that they couldn't grab another meal. And Chris Cannon shouted at me, and I don't even think we're friends anymore.
Oh no, I'm gonna have to get his side of the story.
Sorry guys, we literally just kicked a picture off the wall there. I had to go quickly catch it before it crashed down.
Go!
Rower, just getting in more practice.
Oh my goodness.
What
that
a
was
shot!
Magic.
To a back right pin, just throwing a dart.
Okay, the other thing that we're going to try weave in a little bit more tomorrow, guys, is a bit of product placement. Wherever it kind of feels natural, I'm going to say like, okay, and the 6th hole brought to you by one of our fantastic tour partners, Gauteng Provincial Government. They're one of our big sponsors on tour. And this year, one of their big events has been Team Champs. And then I'll try lead it into like, Martin, who did you play with at Team Champs?
Okay, I didn't play the Team Champs, by the way.
Yes, don't worry, I'm going to... I need
to...
Why didn't you play Team Champs?
No, I was like injured. My back was sore at that time.
Oh, okay.
So I think it was just after the PGA. So there was actually a bit of confusion because I remember I pulled out and then Harvey got in or Hollick got in because I pulled out.
Yeah, I got in.
And then
I got in and Marco was
Harvey and then...
I got in
It was just a
and
dog
Marco
shot.
was like first or second. I got in and Marco was like first or second reserve. Then it was like, well, Cannon wanted to play. I wanted to play with Cannon because I was like, oh geez, you know, at least I got Cannon now.
Yeah.
And then Michael got in, and I was, yeah. So it was a bit of a crime scene, Court.
Oh dear. Well, Martin, look at all the trouble you caused.
Yeah, I know, jeepers. Just from I saw
Yeah,
back.
he's a bit of a stirrer, this kid.
Martin, if you shucks, Jared, the shot
The little
shape on
inside
that
draw,
is
Harvey.
a disaster.
It keeps on saying that I'm going back too slow. No, man.
No, I think I don't know if it's your, because usually the back is the power and the follow through is the shape.
So are you supposed to go back quickly and then try to go straight forward?
Yeah, well, the backswing and your forward swing will denotate power and the shape of the shot.
Okay. But what I'm saying, because I've been going slow back and then quickly forward, I thought the quickly forward motion would make it hit it further.
That's all about timing.
Okay, I'm probably just going to have to hit the range, I think.
Oh, there we go. It's a nice little chip in there.
think
Thomas,
you've
App's
got
got a question for you here. He said, what would you change to make an event better for you? Like, it could be something as simple as like getting the pin sheets the night before.
Ooh, that's a good question, Thomas. Thomas, throwing out some goodies.
They haven't had a match play event on the tour, I think, in a long time. I mean, ever since I've only been on tour 3 years and they haven't had one, so I think
they did have one, and it was they had one at Swartkorps, and it was great. It was in my first couple of years on tour. It was really, really cool.
Okay, oh, that's a good one.
Yeah, the match play event was very cool.
Where was it? Was that at Glendower?
You know what would no, Swartkorps.
Sorry, yeah.
But you know what would also be kind of cool is maybe like a better ball, like similar to the team's champs, but kind of like a knockout vibe as well. You know, like a pairs versus pairs knockout. Maybe add that like element to the teams or like a separate one. That would be like super cool, you know?
Yeah, definitely.
Like you and your partner versus someone else and his partner, and it's a better ball match play game, and then it's a knockout phase. That would be super cool.
Yeah, we are always looking for kind of new formats. That's why I think the Team Champs has been such a welcome addition to the calendar.
That definitely.
Yeah, I think definitely after this COVID-19, you know, a lot of sports are talking about playing behind. Oh, great putt there, Jared. Are talking about playing behind closed doors and coming out to all different kinds of measures. I think it's going to be very interesting for the game of golf to see, you know, how our sport evolves kind of post-lockdown.
Yeah. Yeah, I think probably with this whole thing, you're going to have to try come up with creative ways to get followers and sponsors and everything. So I think the guys are as long as it's I don't know with the world rankings and all that kind of stuff. I'm not sure you can have too many team events.
Yeah, that's true.
But guys are definitely down to be on a team instead of obviously doing it individually every week.
I just think it's a nice variety, you know. The guys are just week in and week out, and I think personally that one of the best things about the Sunshine Tour is because you know, 70-80% of the guys you see year in and year out, there's quite a lot of friendships that are built up, even though it's big rivalries, you know, sometimes, and you're trying to beat each other every week. The guys like really come together with their little stable mates or something, you know, that dynamic. It's very
definitely.
cool.
And I think
that I've noticed.
Professional golfers, I think a lot of the time, you know, you guys kind of miss out on that team element because your sport is so individual.
Definitely.
Your life is so individual. So I think to have kind of aspects that tap into being a team player are super important.
Yeah, for sure.
Oh, a little draw should be perfect. 220.
Okay, so guys, the only thing that we need to be a little bit more aware of is when that the scoreboard dings out, either you need to wrap up what you're saying, or if you're in the middle of something and it's really good, just say, yeah, and, oh, just quickly, scores coming in here. It looks like Courtney's smashing all of us. Martin, 11 over, I'm 9 over, going into the fourth. But as I was saying, this X, Y, and Z. So we just need to kind of keep track of the score just a little bit better. But otherwise, I think everything else is really good.
Okay, cool.
Okay, cool. All right, so guys, I think that's perfect for now. I'm really happy with the audio, so just kind of remember where your settings are. Tomorrow, we'll jump on this thing at around 1 o'clock just so we can do another little test round. And then this evening, I'm going to send you guys a little bit of feedback just based on everybody's comments. And then I'll also have a couple more questions prepared. This was obviously just kind of more ad hoc just to kind of get the flow of everything.
Perfect, cool.
Okay, cool.
Okay, thanks, boys. I look forward to beating you tomorrow and totally humiliating you in front of your mates.
Yo, I think
I think you might have to miss a couple putts just here and there, Court.